there, friends. Well, we all know that washing our hands frequently is the best way to keep from getting sick. But there are times that we don't always have the ability to wash our hands as often as we would like. There's always those times when we're forced to use a porta potty or some other outdoor building, outdoor bathroom. We're eating on the go, we're busy, we don't have time, to wash our hands before we eat, or whatever the case may be. We're sitting on the bus or a plane or something like that next to somebody who's coughing or sneezing up a storm, and we really don't want to get whatever it is they have. These types of things. And that's why hand sanitizer in these last few years has really gained a lot of popularity. It's easy to use, it's something you can bring along with you. You don't always have to have, a running water bathroom in order to be able to sanitize your hands. And so, while we all know that it's best to wash our hands, hand sanitizer can be a convenient alternative. But then, when you look at the downside to it, there are a lot of different chemicals in hand sanitizers that can be bad for our health. Some of the, ingredients that I know of that are harmful to our health, the first of all would be like parabens. Parabens are in a lot of our products. They really arise a lot in a lot of the different things that we have, and they're a known carcinogen. Of course, we don't want to be slathering our bodies with anything that causes cancer, because we absorb a lot of the stuff that we put on our bodies through our skin. So the second one would be propylene glycol. Again, it's another carcinogen. It's also been linked to developmental and reproductive issues. So that would be a no-go. And triclosan, that's another one that's, really has a lot of debate as to whether or not it's best to use. A lot of people think that it's safe. The FDA says that it's generally recognized as safe. In a hospital and things like that, it might be useful, but in a home setting, it can contribute to things like superbugs, bugs like bacteria that become resistant to antibacterial remedies. And of course, that's never a good thing. Another thing with triclosan is that it can impair muscle function, especially that of the heart. Again, that's nothing we want to be absorbing through our bodies. So, even though there are a lot of studies out there that say that, kids and college students and things that use hand sanitizer frequently do have less sick days and things like that, when we consider all of these drawbacks to using it, I think that the best solution is just to make something homemade that doesn't have all of those unhealthy ingredients, but still has all the benefits of being able to be, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial, things like that. Stuff that's going to kill all of the bad things that we really don't want in our bodies to make us sick. So, I have a really simple recipe. It uses as little as 3 ingredients, and it uses the part system so that you can make it in however size a batch you would like to make it in. I'm going to make it today for you in this small little bottle I keep in my purse, just because you never know when you're going to need it. And so the first thing we're going to add is equal parts grain alcohol and aloe vera. The grain alcohol, the reason for this, it's the main thing that's going to be killing the viruses and the microbes and the bacteria and things like this. Isopropyl alcohol does that as well, but it's one of those chemical things that I think we should be trying to stay away from. So that's why I think grain alcohol is a much safer alternative. We buy this just for cleaning, absolutely no other purposes. So I just buy the cheapest stuff that we can get, and it works really well. It's not that much more expensive than isopropyl alcohol. I think this whole bottle was like $3. So cheap, cheap, cheap. So because we're using the part system, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 parts of this grain alcohol. The next ingredient is the aloe vera concentrate. This ingredient is added to sort of offset the drying effects that the alcohol can have to our skin. So I really like using aloe vera concentrate in a lot of different homemade products. And if you'll check out some of my other homemade product videos, you'll see that a lot of the ingredients in these are repeated. So you don't really have to invest in all that many raw ingredients to be able to make a whole lot of different things. It's just different proportions of different things. Okay, so I did 2 tablespoons of each. So 2 parts of each, equal parts. If you can't find aloe vera concentrate, because sometimes this can be a little bit harder to find, you can also use aloe vera gel. Just make sure you don't use the After Sun aloe vera gel, that stuff that you would find in big box stores in the cosmetic section. That stuff has a lot of these chemicals that we're trying to get away from. So you can find aloe vera gel in like health food stores and things like that near the supplements and whatnot. So now that we have added those 2, the next thing you're going to add is the essential oil. There are lots of essential oils that you can add. You can add peppermint and tea tree. Those 2 are my favorites to add. You can either use one or both. Oh, my peppermint's almost out. But I think that it works better when you add a combination, because then you can get the benefits of both of the essential oils. So, and I try to add about 1 drop per tablespoon of other liquid that you're going to be adding. So since I added 4 tablespoons total of the other liquids, I'm trying to add 4 tablespoons, or 4 drops, excuse me, of the essential oil. So now that you have gotten that all put together in your spray bottle, mix it all up, spray it on. Some of the other essential oils I know of that you could use would be lavender. Lavender works really well by itself. And you can also use clove or cinnamon. I think the 2 of those really work together very well as well. So oftentimes you'll find that you'll have the essential oils for the different products that you need. So I really hope that you found this video helpful. I hope you can make a batch of this and hopefully help keep yourself from getting sick. And thank you so much for watching.